Hello, I'm Kyocera and welcome to Print 7 News, bringing you the latest stories from the last week in the print industry. This week, VMC delivers with sustainably focused event, Kyocera warns of hybrid working ransomware risk, Stephanie Turnball on her career in lithographic print, and freight issues cause more price hikes. First, a conference run by Creative Digital Industries, the BPIF and BOSS brought together the supply, digital and print industries. The Visual Media Conference was a hybrid programme of virtual and live streamed sessions looking at the key challenges facing print and wide format companies. The sessions focused on sustainability, retail solutions and how companies can work digitally. Next, document solution specialist Kyocera has warned against a rise in ransomware attacks to businesses. Having produced printers with a range of security features, Kyocera is no stranger to the security and software sectors. The company warns businesses not to lose sight of the basics of hardware and software and advises examining and fully auditing all devices. Now, founded in 1960, Tamarind Institute in New Mexico is believed to be the only school for collaborative lithographic printing in the world. We spoke to lithographic printer Stephanie Turnball about her experience at Tamarind, her career in print since, and how workshops can help grow the trade in the UK.
I think the issue we have in the UK, especially when it comes to litho, one, it takes up a lot of space, so lots of places don't have it. So there's a limited number of places that offer lithography. And then you can often find that some universities and colleges have it, but they don't have anyone who really understands. And obviously when you're a student and you're wanting to work at a certain pace and you're expected to produce work to present as part of a portfolio, you don't want to be working with a process that you're having to fight. Students are asking a lot of questions that I just didn't know the answer to. So that's when I decided to apply to Tamarind and luckily got in. Yeah, so they're set up to train collaborative litho printers, so it's not like an arts degree. You basically train for a year. The first part of the year is technical, so you learn all about traditional drawing materials, how to etch a stone properly, all these other techniques, and then the second half of the year you are collaborating with artists or student artists that they bring over from the university. And it was set up in the 60s by a woman called June Wayne, who was basically having to travel to France to make lithographs at the time, and that's how Tamarind kind of grew. So originally it was to try and create a pool of collaborative lithographic printers in the US, and then that started to expand outwards and they started to accept international students, and most people who leave either end up working in universities or setting up their own print shops. They then send their students, and it just kind of keeps growing and growing. So we are now part of this little Tamarind family, which is very useful when you experience problems in the studio, because you can just send a quick message out, especially with social media these days. Me and Catherine were talking about this studio being set up. That's why we thought it was really important, because there was nowhere in the southwest, even in Wales, to access this kind of equipment, nowhere for students to go afterwards. And it now, with Lemonade Press offering workshops, allows people to gain these skills and this knowledge that maybe isn't available within their universities or colleges, or to be able to expand, if they've got the very basic knowledge, to be able to expand and continue developing their skills further through some of the courses that we're going to be running here.
And finally, freight and logistical issues are causing more price hikes within the print industry. Global provider of specialty chemicals Acroma will be increasing the prices of its entire product range by up to 19 pence per kilogram. The company's Chief Operating Officer, Marcus Führer, says that although efforts have been made to absorb the increases, the move is necessary to be able to maintain service levels. That's all for this week's Print 7 News, but for now you can stay up to date with all the news in the industry at printmonthly.co.uk. View much more video content over on our Print 7 News YouTube channel, or join in with the conversation on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll see you next week.